go live?
Go for it.
I think we should be connecting up in the group now.
How exciting.
It's usually a little bit of a delay before we can see ourselves, but it says we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, the 18th of October, in the glorious year of 2020, and we are knitting across the Pennines. I'm Loraine, and this is Emma.
Hello.
How are you all today? What are you up to?
Oh, yeah, lazy Sunday. I went for a run this morning.
How did that go?
It was a walk.
Really? That bad?
We were too busy talking, and we never noticed that we'd walked 2 laps without actually doing a run.
Oh, okay. It's still all functional fitness. It's still all good. I don't know if my dad's going to pop in today, but it's his birthday. So happy birthday, Dad, if you're out there.
Birthday, Daddy.
So do say hello. And if you're really lucky, Emma might sing.
Yeah, I can sing him happy birthday later.
Yeah.
Tell him to be, you know, ready.
No, Helen was deeply upset that you couldn't sing to her the other week. She was really struggling.
I'm sorry, Helen.
Yeah, she might recover from it.
I'll sing her a special Christmas carol when it gets close to the time.
So, are you working on something? What are you doing?
I have a whip and I have a faux today.
Oh.
Would you like to see the faux first?
Yes, please.
Right, okay. So it's the long-awaited Marion cardigan for my mum. And if you remember rightly, I did the neck and I took it out because I didn't like it. Well, you know, it could still do with being a bit smaller, but do you know when you get to the point where you think it's fine?
It'll do.
It'll be fine. What is it? Done is better than perfect.
That's always the way. Always the way. Unless you're Helen, in which case perfect is better than done.
Perfect is perfect.
Yeah.
So, oh, hang on. I need to do up my last button. It's had a little bit of a wash. And here she is. Oh, I can't see. Can you see? That is one big garment.
I like the buttons. I like the fact that they're mismatched.
Yeah. There we go. And it's got a short sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 2x2 twisted rib, which I actually didn't think about at the time. But yeah, obviously, because this bit has been twisted, but backwards and forwards. And this bit has been twisted in the round. And they look very different. Strangely enough, I mean, obviously, it's obvious, isn't it? It is totally obvious. However, at the time, didn't occur to me. But I
don't think your mum will notice.
I like it. I think it's lovely. So, so that's finished, ready to be wrapped up for a crimp.
Well, it's photographed on a flat lay or something, won't it? Project pages
first. But yeah, so that's my faux. And it has been a bit of a faux, let's be honest. Faux with me on the end. Which leaves me with my version. Now, my version is going to be long sleeved and it's only going to have one button on it, just sort of like at the neck. And then I might, you know, change it, but I want to do it like that for the pictures. So you've got a short sleeve and a long sleeve version.
Right.
So again, started with the saddle shoulders, then picked up and knitted the back on a holder, then picked up and knitted the fronts. So they've got the front shaping on there. And when that matches the back, I'll join in the round, not in the round, in one piece, sorry. You cannot have a cardigan in the round unless you're gonna steek, which I'm not.
Right.
And yeah, so that's where I'm at so far.
Very good. See if we've got anybody in the house and what they're up to. Is anybody here today? Do say hello if you're in. What drink have you got? Have you got a cup of tea? I've got my big mug of builder tea that I usually have.
Earl Grey.
I thought that was on your list of not allowed.
It's on my list of not allowed, but I'm sorry. I don't feel like I've ever had an issue with it, and I'm keeping with it. I'm sorry. They've taken my normal tea with milk away. They cannot take that as well. I flatly refuse to have an issue with Earl Grey. I shall be
Okay.
stern words with my stomach.
Oh.
Yvonne's with us.
Hi Yvonne, how are you doing today?
And Helen. Helen's with us as well.
I'm working on Helen Gibson or Helen Curzon.
No, Helen Gibson.
I'm working on her hat.
Yeah. Oh, cool. She'll like that.
Yeah, she was only nagging me a lot yesterday.
Do you know, if Loraine says she'll do it, she'll do it. She doesn't need to be reminded constantly.
Oh, do you know, honestly, I do.
All right, then. I'll let you off.
Yeah, really, I do.
Okay. No worries.
I've got a faux.
Oh, I like a faux. Show.
So let me just knit the first couple of stitches of my next round and then I can put that down.
I think he's in your house and you're just pretending that he's ignoring you.
Well, yeah, for those who don't know, Henry Cavill is in the Lake District training for The Witcher.
Has anyone ever seen Misery? Have you got him locked in the room somewhere?
Well, I wouldn't tell you if I had. No, and I wouldn't be down here if I did.
Well, you know, you could be just pacing yourself.
Playing it cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this faux.
Yeah, you can just imagine me bumping into him in the supermarket and going, oh, the top of my voice, and then going,
hey, it's you. It's you.
Yeah, I think I'd just hand him the trolley and say, can you lift all the Hallie stuff? But I can't reach. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
just
gorgeous.
sort of realigned the cable to kind of centralise it a bit.
Is it the same height or is it shorter, that one?
It's shorter. It's the same number of rows, but it's a different yarn.
Oh, see? That's what happens.
Exactly the same needle sizes, exactly same number of rows. But it's that Starcraft Special Aran with wool in Hollyhock, and that's the Debbie Bliss Blueface Leicester Aran. I think I'm happier with the cable positioning on that versus that one.
What about the fabric? Do you have a preference of which fabric you like?
I don't know. I haven't tried to put this on my head, to be honest. So
there's always a now.
Yeah, and I've woven the ends in, but I haven't trimmed them.
Go on.
So we could end up with ends everywhere, but
that's fine. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it feels okay. There's plenty of room. I haven't done a stretchy bind off or anything like that. It doesn't really need it.
It's gorgeous, like it.
So it just needs throwing in the wash with the next batch of stuff. You see, we've got ends here where I've not snipped them off, but they are woven in. I like to give them a wash first and then do the snipping of ends. Or
I've worked it out. I know what you're going to say to Henry when you see him, because it's not anything that you think. You just look at him and you'll just go, soup for dinner. And he'll be like, what?
Yeah, it's roast gammon and roast potatoes today with
turn up for that
fancy stem broccoli stuff because it was on offer in Aldi.
Cool.
So that and gravy.
We had duck breasts, Callum and I.
Oh, nice.
They were on special offer. It was like 3 for £10 in Morrison's.
Got
those. Got some chicken and some bacon, I think it was, for the £10.
Very good.
Mm,
I can't see any of the comments. Isn't that weird?
I can. Do you want me to read them to you?
Yes, please.
Yvonne says, hello, just settling in with my pomegranate tea and knitting. Ooh.
Oh, pomegranate tea and knitting. That's a good combo.
That is a good combo. And she said she likes my jumper, my cardigan, sorry, with the mismatched buttons. It's just unique, isn't it? You don't want them all looking uniform. It's good.
Well, Joe Browns do that with their cardigans and coats.
Well, exactly. And then it doesn't matter if you lose one. You can just stick something else on, can't you?
Yeah.
She says the video keeps cutting out for her. So she keeps losing us. So hopefully everybody else doesn't keep losing us.
Yeah, it's got a continuous 1.5 megabit stream to Facebook. So I don't know, it must be an issue somewhere along the ether.
Yeah, out in the wilderness. And Helen says, lol. I'm assuming she's talking about reminding you on the hat.
Yeah. Let me find the pattern. So it's this hat.
Oh, that's nice.
It's currently called Bella Beanie.
Bella Beanie.
Yeah, it's some woman called Helen Gibson.
I don't know this lady.
Yeah. And I'm not going to give you a flash of charts or anything like that because it would be inappropriate. And that's as far as I've got. And we are absolutely not discussing the fact that I've had to cast this on 3 times because of twisted cast-ons and the complete inability to count.
No,
we're not going there.
We're not talking about that.
No, we're not going there. It was just one of those days. Yeah. I think disappointed that I didn't bump into Mr. Cavill in Aldi because I did shout him out on Twitter. I think kind of implied that I would be there.
It's just rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He should have replied to you at the very least. You know,
well, yeah.
Said, I'm sorry, I won't be at Aldi because I've already got to go to Lidl.
Well, yeah, could have been something like that, or he might have been in Booth's Cafe eating a scone or something. But given that he's training for The Witcher, I think he'll be living on no carbs and tons of protein.
So, what is it specifically about the Lake District that allows him to train for The Witcher that he can't do in North Yorkshire?
So it's because I'm there. That's the only reason that he's chosen the Lake District.
Right, okay. Because, you know, lakes are all well and good and very pretty, but we have the moors.
Well, it's the mountains for running up and down the mountains because of the type of training.
We have Roseberry Topping. What's going on with Roseberry Topping?
Is that like cream topping?
No, it's what do you call it? A mountain.
I'm sure it's a fell.
Oh. No, I went up it and I went up a hill, but I came down a mountain.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely a mountain.
Go with that. So I reckon I've got probably another 2 or 3 rows of rib, something like that to do. And then I can get onto the pattern, and my contrast colour has gone walkabout. It's this teal.
Oh, you're making my Christmas hat.
Well, no, because I'd have made it in a bigger size to drop down over your face. To keep your face warm.
Oh, right. Oh, to do my guidelines.
Yeah.
So I've always got my face covered at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for social distancing. For that.
Okay. It's fine. I get it.
And I'm having to work loosely on 4mm needles because my 4.5s, every time I use them, so they're such slippery little suckers that the yarn was twisting on me. And they're evil.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got needles that aren't to be trusted.
Yeah.
Now, I did say I would mention and post a link, so I'll copy that now. for Christelle Nihul, who's got a mystery advent knit along starting, I think, 1st of November. So I've posted the link to the YouTube that explains all of the whatnots about the MCAL for anybody
Cool.
that's interested. I promised I would do that. And I did say that we would look at hats today.
Excellent.
So,
So have I missed what the MCAL is about?
no, I haven't told you. It's a pattern called Tobias.
All right.
And I haven't had time to watch the video and listen to all the blurb, but it's in English and French.
Wow.
And Christelle, as always, is incredibly glamorous. And
Yeah.
you know. So you got the link, you can have a looky.
Cool.
So let me see if I can just, it's going to interfere with my knitting this. This is not
It's
helpful.
just not on.
It's really not helpful. Where's my bundle? Right, so for anybody who's worried about Rav or whatever, this is in Herdwick mode, so there shouldn't be anything on here that's bright enough to cause any great issues and no movement. I've looked at a mix of knit and crochet, and they're all sort of interspersed and mixed, and I've tried to pick quite a range of stuff, different shapes. This one is Denise Voirdevi, gift along designer, and I liked that it was slouchy.
It's lovely.
And that you could play around with colour.
And the name means winter.
Yeah, and I think for me as well, the texture of it looks a little bit like knitted rose stitch.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what appealed to me there. Knit Eco Chic, Lindsay Luchuk. I really liked the 2 colour cables.
Oh, yeah.
On that one and how it sort of snakes together. And she picks some really interesting yarns because of her allergies and other health issues. So I find that she always comes up with yarns that I've never heard of and I have to go and look for.
But there was no picture of puddles that time.
No, nothing of puddles on that one. Tracy Lee from the After Party.
Oh, yeah.
I picked this one because it's a really simple cable.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of sneaky colour going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you just see the secondary colour there.
It's really clever.
It looks like it's just going to be a plain plain hat. Anybody that's paying attention. But yeah, really, really sneaky. So the Jindy hat, we're calling it.
Yeah.
It's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is Wibbly Wobbly by Auntie Sanitarium and Nina.
Oh, I like that one.
PJ's just made this
cool.
for one of her donation hats. I quite like that. I think some people call those curbs, those sort of bumps that you do.
Yeah.
By working several rows together on the back, and it's really easy technique, but it just adds a bit of texture and dimension. I picked this one by Kate Poe because it's called the Troll Bird Tam.
Oh, wow.
I've no idea about the name. It might explain it in the text, but I like the idea of the little dancing people.
It's cool.
It's just a different look. So the Terrible Troll Bird was a favourite tale. All right, so it must be from a book or a folk story or something. Quite like that. This is Rachel Ferguson, Woolly de Rosie in the After Party.
Precipitation.
Yeah, which they don't really get much of, so it amuses me that she's picked that. Maybe it was sort of the knitting equivalent of a rain dance, but I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I like that one.
It won't keep your head dry though.
Unfortunately.
Denise in Iowa, Denise Balvans, Latvian Boxes hat. She's got another hat in testing at the moment, which is called Battle Lines, is its sort of working title, because it looks like a line of masks, and she made sort of a gazillion masks.
Yeah.
For frontline workers and others during the pandemic. So do get in touch with Denise if you want to test for her for that. But her colour work's always beautifully neat.
Yeah.
The patterns are always really nice and simple. This is a new one by Rani Muller.
I saw that one the other day on, was it Instagram or somewhere? It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I really like kind of the turban thing going on at the front and how attractive it is. And the model's beautiful. I just think that's lovely.
I like that. I could wear that, but in blue.
But you need to buy that at Knitpicks website.
Oh, cool.
And she must have had to sit on that little secret for yonks. This is the Gatepost hat by Mary E. Rose from the After Party. Nice cables. I like the way she's kept the cable design going right the way through to the crown.
Yeah.
Very, very clever. This is PJ Kayla.
Yay!
Attack of the Killer Rabbits. How could I not choose that hat?
I know.
So yeah, I just think it's really good fun. Very, very simple colour work, slip stitches.
Oh, she got a cowl.
There is a cowl to go with it, yeah.
Cool.
Nina.
Oh, I like this one.
Miss Fonsegreaves slouch hat.
Yeah.
I just think that's really fun.
I like the picot bit.
Yeah, it would take a little bit of effort, but I think it's totally worth it. So that's a fun one. This is another one of hers called the Kenyan Turban. One of my friends is called Anne Kenyon, so it always tickles me to see this. Because she wouldn't wear it, but I just think that's great fun. It's very reminiscent of the sort of old movie stars, isn't it? Faye Kennington, Yuki Knits, is joining the Mod Squad again this year.
Woot woot.
After a bit of a break, so it's lovely to have Faye back. And I just picked this one because I really like the unusual colourwork design.
It's nice.
It's not the sort of standard Fair Isle. And I think it's fun, and I like that she's got some of the contrast colour kind of slipped in to the pom-pom.
I am a little bit concerned at the colour of whatever that drink was in there, though, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. No.
Is it green?
It is green. We're not having it.
No.
It's not for us, is it?
No.
Not for us. I still can't see anybody else's comments, Emmy. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that.
I can't see any.
Ola Racia, Becky Wilkins.
Oh, that's nice.
I really like the greens and that sort of teal colour that she's used for the sample. I think it's really pretty, very simple. Nice introduction to colour work, and it looks like has it got a folded brim? Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
So it's a double thick brim.
I think it goes all the way nearly to the crown.
Might do. Alison. So Little Fires 2.
Bigger Fires.
I just think this is such a clever pattern. I've still never watched the programme.
Me neither.
I don't know if any of you have, guys. What did you think? If you have, do tell. But yeah, I just really like the pattern, and that you don't need a great deal of contrast yarn, so just add quite a striking sort of feature to a very simple hat. This is another one of Alison's Coronal, which was a big hit in the hat thread a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And I love that cable.
I love a decent crown.
And this is Fiona Hamilton McLaren, or a little bit sheepish, as she calls herself.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's just a sort of honeycomb pattern, very, very simple, really basic, but good for men or women for gifting. And this is another one of hers, Lovable Rogue. I like the llamas.
A bit of a llama drama.
Yeah, and hopefully that's the only place anybody gets any drama llamas.
Yeah.
So this is Sarah Jordan, PA Knitwear.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
I like that you've got this sort of twisted stitch detail on a reverse stockinette background, and if you got sick of all the purling, you could just turn the hat inside out
Yeah.
to knit it and it'd be fine. This is Kate Vanover, one of the stats wizards,
Oh yeah.
and I love this. I just
Oh wow.
look at that shape. I mean, for children, is that not just the most
Yeah.
ace hat for a child that adores dinosaurs? And it's in 3 different sizes up to 20 inch. It's one of George's, or Jovid, as he's now known. I just think it's fantastic. I really like this one.
Yeah.
I assume that's George modelling.
George is doing a great job of modelling there.
Yeah, I think he looks lovely there. Nice
Oh,
bit of makeup there, George.
is that a gratuitous dog photo?
Oh, could be. Who's that? Oh, yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that George?
that's Puddles.
It's Puddles, I know.
It's Puddles.
Puddles looks really impressed.
That must have been at one of the Webs meetups or something like that. Christelle, and this is Andreas.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite striking, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like this one with the more subtle colour contrast as well.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that one before. That's gorgeous.
It's a wool people, so Brooklyn tweed. So unless you follow the Brooklyn tweed patterns, you wouldn't necessarily have seen it. This is Jessie McKittrick, Knucklehead Toque.
Oh, I like that. Bit of patriotism.
Oh, absolutely. And I like that the pom-pom matches the brim and the good use of the contrast. So yeah, just a fun one. This is some bird called Emma Sadler.
Oh, I've heard of her. She's awful.
Robin Hood's Bay.
Don't have anything to do with her whatsoever.
I think it's a frisbee.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's for the dog.
Now, I've actually made this for my dad.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he hasn't got it yet because I need to do something with the brim.
Do you have to put something in it to make it harder?
I have to put some plastic into the brim bit there, and I need to put some inch-wide elastic into there, and it's taken me about 6 years to do that.
My husband wears a flat cap. I could make him one of those for Christmas, couldn't I?
Yeah, so I tested these, several of the patterns for this book.
Yeah.
So hats and mittens around the world, tested several of Anne's, and it's a really fun one to do.
That is gorgeous.
And I was quite surprised. You know, you kind of follow the instructions and think that'll never work, and it totally works.
Oh, I love it.
I just think that's great fun. And look at that photo.
He loves it.
So that's the Morehouse Dragon hat. Yeah, Jean's Irish hat.
Top of the morning.
I like that gentle cable, and then the sort of cloth shape where you can wear the brim up or down, or you know, whichever suits your mood. I think that's fun.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I'd wear that.
Jean's Irish hat. That one's called. I'm going to make this one for you. I think it's awesome. I particularly love this one.
I challenge anyone to like complain about someone wearing that out in a shop at the moment.
It's got 153 projects, so
it's brilliant.
I just think it's ace. I mean, look at them out in the wild. Honestly,
that one's got it all like sticking up. They've put like pipe cleaners in it or something.
That one definitely. So yeah, I think just awesome. Really great fun. I'm not even gonna try the name. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it.
I thought this would look really nice on you because you love brown and grey.
Well, yeah, they are two of my colours. And, you know, who doesn't like a plaited beard?
Well, yeah, and you could plait your hair into your beard.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be the
think
fun one. Is anyone thinking about that one?
it'd be really good to wear in the office.
I picked this one because she's got a nice speckled yarn and it's got this little slip stitch thing going on, this diagonal pattern, and it's just a clever way to deal with a slightly busier yarn than you would
Gorgeous
want.
pom-pom.
It is a lovely pom-pom and it's a really pretty photograph and I just think she looks amazing.
I actually really like photo number 3.
Yeah, I think that would have been the hero shot for me, but
Yeah.
no, none of our
I've got
business,
this
is
one,
it?
I think.
Have you?
I think I've got that one in my library.
Norland.
Was she a gal designer one year?
I do not know.
Because I'm pretty sure I might have bought it in the gal one year.
I don't know. I just thought it was really pretty. It's
The
kind of
crown.
got there's obviously a set of mitts looking at the photographs to go with it,
Yeah.
but it looks like the white tree of Rohan.
If you look
Not Rohan, Minis Tirith, sorry.
at the one with the crown picture, it's a stunning crown.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's beautiful. So that really leapt out.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautifully photographed and modelled. I think we've looked at this one before here and there, Vera Valimaki, and it's
Gorgeous.
see 2 colour stripes and the slip stitch cable. I think this is Trin and Ellie. Trin Annalie, I don't know. Winter's Fern. I just really like the colour work, and it's a really easy way to bust your stash a bit.
Yeah.
Use up some leftovers. I'm loving the grey with that mustardy yellow. I don't think you can look at hats without including woolly worm heads somewhere.
No.
This one's got tons of sharp rods for the shaping and it's knitted sideways and then grafted. There's a whole collection of these. Elemental. That one's called Toph. Anemone hats, cat body. I mean, who doesn't want that hat?
Oh, I want that hat.
I think that's probably a really good photo as well. Really cute. But great fun.
Yeah.
We've got to have owls somewhere and just an adorbs little child in an owl hat.
Named the French word for owl, chouette.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew that.
You did know that.
I didn't. Right, Rachel Newen and the pumpkin spice beanie. So this is crochet, peeps.
That is gorgeous. It's got like a proper full-on star in the middle.
I really like it. And at first glance, I would not have guessed that was crochet. So that's pumpkin spice beanie, Rachel Newen. How could I not choose the owl pirate ear flap hat number 60 with such a catchy name?
Yeah. Who doesn't need an owl pirate?
Well, absolutely. And if you don't, I think you need to address your priorities.
Oh wow.
The neon gumball monster. I predict that this is going to be the fashion for Christmas 2020.
Yeah.
After this year, I think we're all just going to be nutty enough to wear it.
We all need one of those in our lives.
Well, and it would go with any kind of mask. And I like that people have done it's different colours. Look at this one. I mean, how
wow.
utterly nutty.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just great fun. And the gratuitous penguin.
You need a penguin. If you've got owls, you can't not have a penguin.
I know. It's just adorable. Brianna Olsen, that one. Now this is crochet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see
it now. Close up.
Yeah.
But you can't from a distance.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So, yeah, I would never. Obviously, I looked in crochet patterns and thought, no, somebody's put that in the wrong category. And I love the use of colour on this one.
That is just gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure what the stitch pattern is. Kind of looks similar to Apache Tears, the Apache Tears blanket. But the colours she's chosen are just absolutely stunning. And even in that very busy yarn, it breaks it up in a quite interesting way.
Yeah.
And I love the soft, subtle autumn one, but the brighter sort of autumn colours at the top, that's mine.
I like that one, yeah. And even though there's some colours that aren't mine, I think it looks best in that one.
Do you fancy one of these?
Who doesn't like a minion?
Well, you know, where would you go for the one eye or the two?
Well, the two eyes looks a bit like boobies, let's be honest.
I'm not going to discuss what you think one eye looks like. Plain Hookie's gingham beanie.
I like it.
A really clever use of colour, I think.
I like the beards.
They're very fine beards, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mine never looks like that.
No, mine neither.
I think this is lovely. Great way to use the chunky yarn. Nice slouchy hat. Looks nice on the model, actually. It's a very flattering colour.
Yeah,
That particular
that one.
mannequin. Baby cowboy hat. I'm not sure what use a baby has for a cowboy hat, but I like the idea.
I made one for my grandson. It's just for photo shoots.
Well, they're obviously very popular.
Yeah.
Is this brioche? No.
Wow.
This is crochet.
Wow.
How amazing does that look?
Yeah.
Show it on this beautiful young lady.
Nice.
Lovely photograph. She really suits those subtle colours. So the Garden Grows hat, I think that's fantastic. And there's another one called Milestone. Another really clever colour work one.
That is good.
From across the room, you would really think that was knitted.
Yeah, like a brioche.
Have we got enough paid? Oh, we've got enough paid.
Yay.
The little bear cable hat, just because.
Why not?
Look at those little ears. There's a blue one, Emmy Boo.
Yay.
That's that adorbs. I really like this one. Similar stitch pattern to the other one that we looked at, but really good use of colour again.
Yeah.
And great photographs. I think it's the same beardy man, is it?
It is, yeah.
Obviously enjoying his modelling. I like this one.
That one's nice.
Strong vertical lines, slouchy, nice brim. Looks pretty from the front as well. How gorgeous is that colour on her?
It's nice.
You really go off people, can't you?
I know. She's got
honestly
hair. Have you seen the colour?
Stunning. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Pumpernickel puff hat.
Love
Not sure what to say about that name, but
it's fab. Look at that hat.
look at those bobbles and textures and ridges, and yeah, just really, really nice. This one looks like cables, crochet cables. It's basically front post and back post stitches and things like that. But I love the line of the bobbles and the architectural lines of the pattern. That's really pretty.
She pulled her hair through it.
I guess so. I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe there's a hurl at the top.
Yeah.
Have you got a hurl in your binny? Matterhorn ski slouch. I'm going to click on that one because I just love that colour. But yeah, that looks like slip stitch lines and just very, very clever use of crochet.
Gorgeous.
Here we go. Arrowhead beanie. Crochet again.
Oh, look at him smouldering in the snow.
And I like that they've shown it in a stripe. For all it kind of diverts the stitch pattern a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Look at that face.
Yes, I say smouldering in the snow.
I think he's melting everything. newsboy hat. I mean,
Oh, I love that.
just loving it. Really pretty. Really cute. Super for a teen.
Yeah.
Or somebody who thinks they're a teen.
Yeah.
And that I'd have absolutely sworn was knitting.
It's not.
No, it's crochet.
Wow. I like it.
Absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's crochet. I thought you might like this for your birthday.
Oh. Oh,
Do you
look at
like the
that.
purple or do you like the coral and the blue?
Caitlin would
Or,
have liked the purple when she was little. She'd have had me making that.
aren't they just adorable?
Definitely.
And I like the knight's helmet. It is reminding me of the kind of alien thing from, do you remember in the Looney Tunes cartoons with Daffy
Oh,
Duck?
Martian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of looking like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Catherine's with us. Morning, Catherine.
How are you doing today, Catherine? So yeah, I just thought that was fun. Twisted Kraken hat.
Wow.
What every girl needs.
Two, right? She just looks like a goddess, doesn't she? She's just come out with the fire.
And I
Rah.
think looking at that from the side, that's absolutely bloody awesome, isn't it? I mean, that's just Halloween sorted, isn't it?
Well, she needs to be part of the gal so that we can put it in the Oopadoo.
I don't know if she qualifies. I've not checked her patterns. I'll just slip this in. I'm making no political
Oh,
statement, but
it's very good colour work.
stranded colour work, really neat.
Brilliant.
Moving swiftly on. Brenda Castile.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, really simple textures. Not quite, not even cables, just faux cables, little panels, pretty details, and a bit of contrast if you want it.
Yeah.
But just a really relaxing, fun one to knit. So, oh, it's that Sadler woman again.
Oh, not her.
Everglade beanie.
She keeps doing
I'm
that.
sure if she made an effort, she could pull that down over her face and show off that beautiful cable there.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that face off.
That's that cathedral hat. That's that Birchall woman
Oh,
from
yeah.
Woolly Madly Deeply.
Yeah, I've heard about her as well.
Nut job, Tanya. Tanya, I'm not even pronouncing that. I'm just not.
Lucia.
Close enough.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
love that little sort of candle flame pattern, and I absolutely adore the colours of the gradient yarn.
Yeah.
Beautiful use of yarn to convey a concept. This should be Sarah Jordan again, PA Knitwear.
Schmer.
This is Schmer. I think I've made this.
Schmer.
It's really nice, relaxing colour work because by the time you get to the crown, you're doing those little lice stitches. You're not really having to think about anything much other than your vertical lines on it. And it's just a great little stash buster.
Oh,
Karina Spencer, Tory. Tory, not Tory.
no, not Tory. Definitely not Tory. Never, ever, ever Tory.
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 But how beautiful is that?
That is gorgeous. How's she got that in the background?
What?
The precipitation.
I don't know.
It's very clever. It's gorgeous.
Might just have been the weather.
Yeah, but I can never photograph the weather like that. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, this is Yvonne Becker. You may or may not be in the room. Red and the Wolf design. So it's Babbling Brooks, this particular hat. Nice, simple colour work pattern. I mean, every little sort of angle bit of colour work you could use a self-striper. You could play around with it. So this person's done a different colour in the centre bit to the top bands. And I think that works really well. So you've got 4 colours going on there. So yeah, I think you can make that your own. Just Babbling Brooks hat.
Like that one.
Oh, it's that Birchall woman again. Wheat sheaf hat.
Who's she?
Quickly glossed over that.
Who is she?
I don't know, but she thinks those photographs are for Instagram.
Okay.
Wreath Brush,
Oh yeah.
Stats Queen, Ode to Summer. We've looked at this a few times, but just those little flowers just make me smile.
Yeah.
And I love the 3D texture, and you know, it's if you've got kids, they're going to want to twiddle and fiddle with it.
Exactly.
I've got this hat with me.
Oh.
I wore it today, so I'll show you that in a moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. So another one of Yvonne's. It's called Outside, and there's Philippe looking considerably younger.
Wow.
How adorbs is that? That's one of the most made hats in the gift along because of the lovely Louty
Right.
and her charity hats that she makes. This is that, do you know that Helen Gibson?
Oh no, I don't know Helen Gibson. Who's Helen Gibson?
She's doing a cable blanket pattern.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
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 And I particularly like that photograph.
Oh
I think how you should model your cowls.
that's a pandemic photo, isn't it?
I think it must have been in anticipation of it. I've made this.
Cool.
Where's my awful photo there?
I love that.
And I like this photo better
Ah,
because you can see very little of moi.
it's fun.
You see that pink colour? That's my bathroom wall.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's a good project, that one.
The cables are really easy, really, really simple to follow, and it gives great architectural lines. I like this one. This is crochet.
Really?
Who'd have thunk it?
Not me. Look at those eyes.
What are they, like lasers?
They're just like beautiful.
Well, we'll have to tell her that. I think she's usually in the gal, Mrs. Weaver.
Cool.
Oh, there's that Gibson woman again. When the Wind Blows Hat. I made one of these. There's mine.
Oh wow.
That's in 3 colours of Lana Stop York Merino. The darker green is the one I used for the Rianne cowl that I've been wearing.
Oh yeah.
But it's a great little pattern, and I love the sort of colour work and the stripes, and yeah, you just move from one thing to the next. But you do have to pay attention as to how many rows you do of what. Yeah, says someone who had to rip out a section because she can't count.
I mean, that is just a fab name for a pattern, isn't it? There's a rabbit on my head.
Yeah, and I love that it's asymmetric and the shaping's a bit weird. And yeah, how can you just not love him?
Yeah.
I think that's fab. Really, really like that. Great use of colour. This is Django by Svetlana Volkova. Look at the way that I think it's slip stitches, elongated slip stitches or something like that, but it's exceptionally clever.
Anne's with us. Hi, Anne. She says,
hi, Anne. How you doing?
She says Christmas is not that far away. Does she mean she's going to learn to knit hats for Christmas presents?
Obviously. This is Tin Can Knits. It's a pattern called Stovetop. Nice, simple diamond cable with a bit of texture on the inside, and then textured panels and rope cables. A good introduction to a bit of cabling, I'd have said.
Gorgeous.
This is Stephen West again. And I picked it because that model just looks ridiculously cheeky with his little leather gloves on.
Yeah, he's up to something.
And I like the simple honeycomb and the sideways garter, and that at some point you've got to pick up some stitches and play around and have fun with it. I thought this was great for colour work and braids and...
Oh, I like that one.
The tassel-y sort of braidy thing. Yeah, and then more subtle colours.
Yeah.
This is in the book that I did the testing for Anne Carroll Gilmore, Minute Ola by Eleanor Brown.
It's a full-on.
And there's a full set with this. So you've got the mittens, you've got the scarf, and you've got the hat.
Gorgeous.
I would never do it in such a high contrast as black and white, but lots of people have done tons of colours. I don't know where that comes from with the dragon, but that wasn't what I was expecting to see. But you see this in the the blue, very soft and gentle blue. Coco, get off my keyboard. Sorry, I've got a Labrador trying to insert its face on the keyboard.
Because that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was really pretty in the more subtle colours. So it just goes to show it doesn't have to be as harsh as black and white. You can do your own thing. And you could use self-striping yarns. You could use scraps and gradients. And I thought you might like to make this. It's the Felted Balmoral bonnet.
Oh, wow.
Carol Gilmore.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
I think Anne Hall needs to knit one of those for her husband, Ian.
There's quite a few projects.
It is good. I love it.
It's nice to see everybody's interpretation and who's gone to the trouble of putting the ribbon on the brim and things like that and really finished it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a shop bought, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely does. And the level of finishing that she does on her designs is amazing. So,
yeah, I like that one.
Was that the last one?
I think it was.
I do believe it was. I'll stop sharing now, so you have to go back to us. I'm sorry.
I have to stop doing my nose, won't I?
Yeah, so that's. So I had that onto the shops this morning.
Is that like a gradient yarn?
It's Debbie Bliss Reaver. It's the same yarn, but obviously different colours. That I used to crochet this in my How Not to Crochet blanket.
It's gorgeous.
So yeah, I started at the opposite end of the bowl, but didn't necessarily get as high a contrast as I wanted. And there are some short rows shaping at the back, so it just dips slightly more at the back.
Oh yeah.
To give you coverage around your ears and things like that. So I had that on to go well. Yeah, well, you know, especially if you've got flappy ears. So just to prove I have started, Helen. Honest. She knows me too well.
I'll have to go Lisa and show her how to knit.
Well, you did promise, so yeah, you got to do it.
I did. She wanted.
So have we got any more comments?
No. Oh, Catherine says the capturing precipitation is the camera settings, and she learned it in a year with my camera.
Oh, okay.
But
I should probably know that.
I didn't even do week 1.
Didn't you? You slacker.
I know. I got so far behind already, it wasn't even worth it.
Right, I'm just going to switch off the volume. So I can actually see the comments now, but I can't see them in the controller window.
Okay.
Oh, bless.
Because you're not the controller.
Yeah. Oh, Yvonne's laughing that she recognised 1 or 2 patterns there.
I recognised 1 or 2.
So, Yvonne's, that's sweet, Yvonne. She said her partner still wears his hot cocoa hat every winter and loves it. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you.
I'm actually really looking forward to getting my hats out for the winter. I do like a good hat.
I always have hats out.
But I'm trying not to go into them too early. My winter coat is not allowed to come out before half term. I'm still in my autumn coat.
You have an autumn coat?
Well, it's one that I wear sort of like spring, autumn, summer, you know, just in case it's a bit cold and rainy.
Right.
And then I've got a decent winter coat that I wear.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a mustardy coloured jacket type thing. You'll have seen it. Everybody was wearing them with the stripes inside and in the hood.
You wore it to Yarndale.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. See? And that was autumn.
It was.
I don't even remember much about that day.
It was a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Remember, my feet hurt.
I've still got a bag full of yarn down there that needs something making out of it.
Oh, Helen says she had to give up on the Year with My Camera course because Paul switched internet provider and she lost her email address and couldn't find a way to change it for the course. I think you can sign up again for whenever it starts again. It runs every 3 months, Helen. So there's always a start date due. and then obviously just put them all into a folder in your email.
Yeah.
So yeah, ignore the duplicates. Or you could start again with the assignments if you're enjoying it. I certainly enjoyed seeing everybody's pictures from it. It was really good.
I wasn't organised enough.
I don't have a good enough camera. I've got a little compact camera and my phone and my iPad, and that's pretty much it, really.
I have a
So
DSLR, but I never use it. I use my iPhone for patterns.
do all my pattern photographs with the phone.
Mm.
Pictures of the dogs with the iPad because they don't know that it's got a camera on it, so it looks like I'm lifting up a book.
Right.
But if I pick up the phone and look like I'm going to be taking a picture, they run across the room to it to lick it.
All right. Okay.
Helpfully.
They like to be photographed.
They do. They're eating monkey food off the floor at the moment. Coco had a hissy fit and knocked over the dish last night, so there's some food on the floor because I'm not cleaning it up. So Coco's loudly eating that and throwing the dish around to let me know that it's empty.
Well, what time is
Now,
tea time?
um,
Hello. Who rattled your cage?
kind of about now, but wouldn't kill them. So I don't know if my dad's watching.
I haven't seen his name pop up.
No, he's not said hello. So he's maybe enjoying birthday cake.
He's probably still blowing out all the candles. That's going to take a while.
And Bishop James was at their church today. He does a really good sermon and he's very, very funny. Oh, Helen's going to check out the camera thing.
Cool.
And I will send you a photograph later on today of progress on my test.
Ooh, exciting.
Is there a test thread or shall I just email you, Helen?
And a tester code.
Oh, yeah. And if anybody wants to help out Denise Balvance with a super quick, simple colourwork hat with a test, that'd be lovely. And just to remind everybody about Darlene Swim, if you can share Lotus Ladies patterns in social media and maybe encourage people and just other than what we heard yesterday, which it looks like, and I can't say for definite, it looks like they found a potential for some kind of paralysis in the lower back.
Right.
Which, how awful am I that my first thought was, thank God she'll still be able to knit.
Do you know that did cross my mind as well.
I think we were all thinking that around the world when we were talking about it. But obviously with spinal injuries and accidents this serious, there will be a lot of inflammation and swelling and other stuff going on that could potentially cause symptoms that aren't necessarily serious spinal damage. Could just be shocked and what have you. But she's improving. They've managed to do scans to make sure there's no hidden injuries or anything else. So
is she awake?
She's not awake. She's sedated at the moment, and they'll have to try and keep her as still as possible until they know more about what's going on with the spine, I'd have thought.
Okay.
Just from a common sense point of view.
Yeah.
Oh, Helen says, woohoo, there's a threading cord in the group. Great, I'll go and look for that. That's awesome.
That's organised.
It is. Are you happy with the teal contrast that I chose? Here are my options, so you could influence my choice. Teal, mustard, or burgundy?
Two of the three look really nice on me. Just saying, Yeah,
I might have to make a bigger size.
Just ditch the burgundy and choose one of the other two.
Yeah, so what are we thinking? Are we thinking teal, mustard, burgundy?
Either of those two.
Sorry,
there you go.
I've not started yet. But on the second colour.
I think the teal is definitely the best option.
And I had the house upside down because I was sorting out all my drop spell to get all my drop spell into one box and all my sort of summer yarns, so they were all together to try and be kind of organised. Oh, Helen loves the teal. Teal it is then. Sorry now. And I found 13 of the dropped bell in the zinc colour, this grey.
Oh
And
yeah.
then this morning, looking for something completely unrelated, this fell out. So
Oh,
there's number 14 that I've been looking for months.
I wonder what it's doing. It's do you know it's like toys, they get up in the night and they move, don't they?
I think they do. I
And he
think they
got
do.
caught. What? My dog is going mental.
What's up with them?
Well, because I think he might have heard me mention that I'm going to try him on meat for his tea.
Oh, okay.
Been on rice all week.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
not fun,
hungry?
is it?
Are you hungry? Yeah, there you
He,
go.
he sounds starved. I mean, he always looks starved and neglected. I never really like to say.
I just don't look
So.
after him.
Sure, that's not true at all.
Want some dinner?
Poor little thing.
So, today I have a special treat for our outro song. I wrote a special verse for someone who always supports us, who always turns up and chats with us, and is just a brilliant, brilliant supporter. Do we know who that could be?
Is that Yvonne?
That is Yvonne. Yvonne, you've got your own special verse in the outro song.
I bet Helen can't wait.
Well, I need to warm up. Like Arthur's showing me the way to warm up, which is that's what he's saying that I should be doing today. He's helping me with my warm up exercises.
Okay. Do you have to run around in a circle and try and bite your tail? Or
I think the noise is enough. Are you ready? You're going to join in with me. Are you ready? Yeah, do we like that one?
I think we do, yeah. That's a lovely one. So are you ready to do a countdown for singing then?
Yeah. Do we need to
Oh,
talk
we do need to talk about Thursday because Thursday is our 100th live.
Thursday is definitely our 100th live. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I was going to do a bundle of patterns with 100 in their name, but there was a disappointingly few number except for drops, which was just like the number 100 and then another code. So I thought I'll just give that one up as a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
How disappointing.
I know. There was maybe a couple that have got like 100 written across a head, like a hat thing, or the 100% cowl, or 100 stitches hat, or something like that. But it wasn't enough to really worry about. It was really disappointing.
Right, okay.
So
yeah, I don't know if I'll have to, because I've got quite a lot of meetings this week, whether I'll have a chance to do a compilation of our best bits or not.
be cool.
We'll think of something for number 100.
Party knits.
Oh, we could do party knits.
You know, like
and crochet, obviously. Bit of crochet.
Yeah. You know,
Gotta give the crochet some love.
What could you stuff for parties? What do we need for parties?
Yay.
We do need yay is a party all of its own, isn't it?
I think it is.
Just need some pasties to go with it, or pasties, should I say?
Well, yeah, it's about like pasties, isn't it? Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do my outro song now. Are you ready?
Are you going to count us down, Emma? And then obviously everybody can turn their volume up, can't you?
Arthur and I will just do the warm up together. All right,
yeah.
And then we'll just go straight into it from the warm up.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready, Arthur? 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? Oh, he's abandoned me. Okay, I'll count down instead. 5, 4, 3, 2,